Hey everyone, this is Angie at StampingWithAmore. Welcome to my channel. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I post on Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Today is Quick and Easy Day and I am sharing this cute Ghirardelli holder. You can actually fit the minis or the large ones in here. There are 3 of the large Ghirardellis in here. But I think you could use like the Hershey's miniatures as well would fit in here. Anything that's sort of flat, but this does expand some, and I'll show you that when we get going. But this one is using the gift card die that I showed the other day. If you watched my card tutorial, I created this Christmas. This is a Halloween card I created, and this is the gift card holder on the top. And so I'll link that in the description if you haven't seen it. So it is a card and a gift card holder. And then I'm using the exact same die that is used for this, for these. Now I'm going to share this one today. This one I used a different stamp set, and then this one is the one I'm sharing today. So let me tell you what I used for this. So for this one right here, it's the Peaceful Deer. Now both of these stamp sets are available in our annual catalog. They have carried over and they are available in our annual catalog, so you can check them out here. They're some of my favorite. And then I'm also using the Christmas season bundle. And this is the one that we're using for this one today. But this one is Mossy Meadow and this one's Real Red. And the rest of them I'm using is the stitched rectangles for this. And the die for these comes in the Celebration Tag Dies. Now this one, I told you y'all, this one's so good I was going to use it a bunch. I made a treat holder with this one as well. I'll try to link that in the description if I can remember to look it up and post it in the description of the video. And so that is all that we're using for this. They're really easy to make, and these are so good, y'all. They're so good for like a coworker, a stocking stuffer, anything like that. And it does hold the full Ghirardellis. Now I pulled out some of these mini ones because the mini ones will fit in as well, and you can probably fit in quite a few more minis if you want to use the minis on that. But I actually used these larger ones for this one. They go in this way with the larger ones. All right, let's get started with this. I love these. I think they're going to be a really good one. I'm going to make quite a few because they're just so easy and quick to do. So we're making a Real Red one today. And this one is the tag, or it's not a tag, it's actually a gift card holder. But it is a tag as well. And then this is the stitched rectangle I'm using. This one is 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. So I've already cut this out, and I've cut 2 of these out. These 2 right here. So you know I'm always looking for a way to use my dies another way, because listen, you pay good money for these dies and you want to be able to use them more than for one thing. Although this one's so good because you can make a ton of gift card holders. They're so expensive at the store. It's so much easier just to make them yourself. All right, so what we're going to do with this one is we are going to, and I found another way. For those of you who watched my other tutorial, I was looking to see where the score mark is, but if you look this way and just fold it in this way, you're going to get it on there perfectly. So you want to fold those over. But that definitely, I got off a couple times on the other one. But do it where you can actually see the score mark. And then just fold it on that score mark. And you'll know it because it lines up with that little edge right here. All right, let's go ahead and, before we put this all together, let's go ahead and stamp and get these pieces all ready to go. So I am going to be using quite a few different colors here. I am using Old Olive, and we're just going to stamp some different leaves and stuff so we can put them on this one. I'm going to use this one here. So I'm going to stamp. I love this one. This stamp set is so pretty. We're going to use some Evening Evergreen. Let's go ahead and close these because that's all I need for that. Evening Evergreen I'm going to use for this larger one. And I love how this stamps because it's got dimension to it. I don't know how else to explain it. Then I'm going to use, I'm not going to use the Mint Macaron on this one. I'm going to use Real Red. And we are going to stamp these berries. And then we're going to also, I'll close this one up, use Soft Suede. And we're going to use that for this little branch for these other berries. And then we're going to stamp these berries here. And they line up on this one. See if I can get it right this time. Just like that. And then we're going to stamp a pine cone. So I'm going to stamp first this larger part. I'm going to stamp off on this one. And then I'm going to stamp this full strength right over the top. This is two-step stamping for those of you who are new to stamping. And there's our little pine cone. Doesn't it look real? It's so pretty. All right, so I have all of the dies right here. So we are going to cut everything out. I'm going to use my mint tape here. And I'll have to cut these out a couple times. No, I think I could do this individually because I got those berries on there. So this die will cut out these berries, and then this one is a separate one right here. I forgot it had that separate die. And then we have this one here, and then this one right here. And we're going to run this all through at the same time, y'all. Get it all done. Make sure I get that straight. This goes so easy when you can do it all at one time. And I already cut out this one with basic white. All right, I am going to run these through the cut and emboss, and I will be right back with them. Okay, so we have them all ready. Let me know in the comments if you rather see it go through the cut and emboss, because I just thought this would speed it up a bit if I just run them through and I don't have to bring the cut and emboss over here every time. Although sometimes it calls for you to see it, but this time really all I was doing was cutting out what we stamped. But let me know how you feel about that. All right. Okay, so let's put this together now. I'm going to use wet glue because it's easier, because you have time to be able to wiggle it around. So you're just going to put glue on those little glue tabs that you fold it over. And you want to make sure there's enough glue on these. You can probably use your tear and tape and it would probably work just as good, if not better, because tear and tape is really strong. And then all you're going to do is you're going to flip this side over so that there's glue tabs on this side and this side. You're going to line these up, and you're going to line your holes up, because that will ensure that you have this straight. And you are just going to seal this down. And you might want to wait a few minutes if you're using wet glue, because you know how wet glue is. It takes a little bit to get that tackiness and to actually hold together. So there is your long piece right here. Now it will flex, like I said. I'm doing that, and my glue's still a little bit wet. I shouldn't be doing that. But you can fit, like the Hershey's, these little Hershey's, you can fit those in there as well, the miniatures. So I want that to dry just a bit. Let's go ahead and mat it. So for matting this, I am using the Boughs of Holly Designer Series paper, and I use that for both of these. For this one as well, I use these trees, and now I'm using this one for this one. But this paper is gorgeous, y'all. You can use any of it. It's so pretty. Look at these. So pretty. All right, so that's what we're using for that. You need 2 pieces that are 2 by 6.5, and all these will be in the inspiration sheet on my blog. So I am going to go use some Stampin' Seal, and make sure you get this right to the edge, your Stampin' Seal, because you don't want it to pop up. So you want to make sure you get all the edges really good. And then we're going to mat one side here. And I'm adding both sides. I just think it's, you don't have to, but I just think it looks better. Again, make sure you get it right to the edges. How come every time I'm doing a video I have to run out of adhesive? All right, let's do this one. Get it right to that edge there. And let's see, what side is that? I want to make sure I have the patterns going the same way. I think it just looks nicer. And then you're just matting this one. All right, and then this is what I'm talking about. You can kind of flex it, so you have quite a bit of room if you want to put something a little larger. It's just going to make it a little bit rounder, but that's fine. And then we are going to put on our front piece. So I'm going to stamp my Merry Christmas, and I am going to stamp it in real red. And the Merry Christmas is the one that is from the Peaceful Deer. So it's this Merry Christmas right here. But if you can use whatever Merry Christmas you have, I just like this one. I thought it was very simple, and it's not going to take away from the design. You want to stamp that right in the center. And then I'm going to use Stampin' Seal Plus to put this on, because you want this also to stay on. If you put something bigger, you're going to want to make sure this is on really good. So we're going to center that. And then I'm going to add these Ghirardellis. These aren't the ones I'll probably use, because I would rather have like more of a Christmas color one. I'd probably get the Christmas ones. But these are going to go in like this. So I'm going to just go ahead and put all 3. These were just the ones I had here on hand. So those fit in there. And now I'm going to put my pieces on. So I'm going to put this one on first. I'm using wet glue for all of this. I'm going to put this on here. These are so pretty, y'all. And these would make such good like coworker gifts, or you know, just stocking stuff, anything, nursing homes. And then we're going to put this one here. I'm going to put these berries on too. And then I'm going to pop up the pine cone and the other berries. So we're going to pop up this pine cone on here just to give it a little interest and dimension. Y'all, you have to get this Celebration Tags die. It's really, I love this one. I'm going to put some little ones, our minis, on here. Right, fits perfect on these berries. Move those backings. This is the hardest part for me, the backing part. And then we're just going to add these berries here. I'm going to use, for this one, I am using my red and green my Garden Green and Real Red. This is a combo pack. I've showed you this lots of times. I'm just tying a knot with this one on the ends. And see if I could do, I think I'm going to need to do one at a time. That's what I did before. Go through one and then the other's part. And I'm just going to tie a knot on this one. You could tie a bow if you want, but I just thought the knot was fine with this ribbon. And just pull it tight and then trim your sides so it looks like a little bow. And then we're going to do this side too. And we'll do the same on this one. Just tie a tight knot. And that is all that's to it, y'all. Look how easy and how cute are those. All right, for this one right here, I used this metallic ribbon. And this one is our in color, one of our in colors. Let me see what it says on here. Yeah, this is Parakeet Party. And that's what I used on the end of this. And I tied bows with this because it's really thin. And then I also used my pearlized enamel dots. I don't know if you can see that on here, to make it look like some snow falling on this one. So you can use either stamp set that you like. These are both two of my favorite. I hope they don't go away this year because I really, really love these. So there you go, everyone. Aren't they cute? You can make both of them. This one you have to use, like I used my scan and cut to cut out these pieces. There's no dies for this one. So I stamped on there and then I just popped these pieces up with dimensionals. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed it. If you need any supplies, all of the supplies and products are available on my blog at StampingWithAmore.com. The inspiration sheet's there for you to download, and I hope you enjoyed it. Have a blessed one, everyone. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later, everyone. Bye.